There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who waiting to serve? Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here the promise of death. The welcome of life without fear.
I live
Master.
Clepali suove kanyo ake Sktv benyo. Sema cheni tina ke asema jamu. Engi sano muni emu aye yo. Engi lofa muni emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
And I didn't ya to money, and I sadia ya to money, and I quantity ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I sadia ya to money, and I quantity ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget na ya to money. That's the thing, and I forget it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who waiting to serve? The blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside River G to Chile, from Vancouver, Bombay, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Wow. And let me say it again, a pleasant good evening to all of you, our people, our listeners, our supporters, our well-wishers, and those of you always burning the batteries, your datas, and in making sure that you follow all of our live broadcasts or you follow all of our activities here. Indeed, you are so great. You are wonderful. You are the best. It's just because of you we are here. And yes, because we have to inform you, we have to give you all of the happening, all of the latest, and also we also ask you also for your little input, because mind you, your little 1 cent input into any of the discussions, they are all important, because why? We are all fighting for the forward march of our society, or say the betterment of our country. And so every time we come here, I know sometimes you say, you guys, sometimes you waste all of your energy, you waste all of your time, sometimes abandoning your families, and you have to come here to talk to us. Yes, indeed, it is. That's what we choose to do. Even though we are the poorest, we don't have money. Let me say this to all of you. Even though the government and the people out there, the society, they know us to be member of the fourth estate. That's how they always call. That means we part of the governance system. We member of the fourth branch. How they call us. We are the part of the fourth branch that gets zero. The people have that song from zero. So we are the member of the fourth estate, but we get nothing in the budget. Zero. That's all we get from the budget. And when we're sick, we do SOL call. Anytime when things happen to us, we pass around begging, for us that our own life, for us to beg people around, beg politicians. We're always begging these politicians, begging people. Can you imagine? The people who making the society to be straightened, who holding the society accountable, the people who take all of their time, their energy, all of their efforts in making sure that we have the better society. We don't want the poor people. we are among the corner more. Some of you out there, your life far better. So I'll pass back with this kind of motor because of our late brother, George Lobo, the late, I interacted with him. May his soul rest in peace. But share the show, people. Those of you who just joining, help us share the show, like and comment. Yes, during those days when we used to do our OB stuff with, with Abraham Godson, Will, and all the rest of the other team. By then, some of us, we were opportune to also go on the field, to bring all of the happening there from even the county meet today that some of you are watching or you follow. Yes, that's how some of us, that's how we interacted with some of the veterans, some of the guys, and by then we wouldn't used to hear of their voices and so forth. But then we're opportune. Yeah, about them, that's how I saw George Lobo, interacted with him, and we began to close. But again, life have to go, things have to go the way, things have to go, people get sick, nothing doing, and at the end of the day, you got to, when you call for SOS, we the only group of people that do everything for the entire society. We put away our, problems, we sacrifice for people, we don't care about ourselves, and that's the truth. Instead of the government even thinking about giving us 1% or even 2% of the budget, how you going to do it? You don't have to come around and be sharing money around, no. But you have these various media institutions, the smaller one, the bigger one, those ones are even up, or maybe in the lower counties, let me say that way. There's a way that you can help them by doing advertisement, having your programs, all of your programs. You have most of the program been relay or even air on these various media institutions, and every month, about little $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 going to the other radio station. It will empower the radio station. That's how you do these things. That's how you allow the people to benefit from their country resources. But we not got to fight our way through. That's how people sometimes, because of the kind of way life look like, sometimes people, when you talk on the other way, they call you John the List. Because, the society have their own way of giving people that kind of a terrible lifestyle. They don't even know what you're talking. They don't even know what you're going through. They don't even care about everything. But then they see you talking, you say, you get sad. You take sad. You're supporting the other politician. You support the other group of people. Because now how you politicians, the governance system of our society, now how you make the media to look like. But again, people, let's move. Share the show. The show will be interesting. Let me send the link quickly to all of our team members. Yeah, share the show quickly. Let me see, Brother Aliu. Yeah, let me send the link around quickly. Help us share the show, people. The show will be interesting today. They say in the Bible, the old days, right? Those of you who they say give that's going to be interesting. I thought this thing that were just stories, but sometimes again, when life goes, the more you live, longer you hear this thing. Give us banner, is that banner bar or what? And take who? These are things, right? I'm just passing by with some of these things. You will hear about them. That was Jesus Christ, and that of the criminal who are in prison. And the people ask, they can't ask who you want. They say, give us banner bar and take Jesus away. So you see life. But in these scenarios, I know some of them, maybe, even though we just pass by with that, but they are not the same because two of these people, they are being accused of wrongdoing. But again, Jesus Christ was also accused. So you see the whole life. So that's just to show people, give us Barnabas and take who? And take Jesus. So are we giving, are we giving Peter Bom Jala and taking who? Taking who? Michael or J. Bryant McGee, right? Yes. So these are two scenarios, and I know you understand some of these things as we go along with the entire broadcast this evening. But this is how we have to start. Let's move on. Let's share the show. More will be here very soon. And Brother Ali will soon join us. Some of our panelists will also be here with us this evening. Let me see. Myself, I'm sharing the show. Please help us. So if you hear the media, sometimes if you see us, some of you don't think that we get money. We don't have money. Nothing will get you. We are certain we it's not easy, but the, yeah, the people they don't care about us. Yeah. But again, we here and we will always do the work of our society. We always so today, yeah, let's shall show people. Today the House of Senate and that of the House of Representative on today, they already start their duty, every second Monday in January, the host they got to go to work and be able to straighten things before the president come on the fourth working Monday of every year. That is January. So yes, so the House of Representative and that of the House of Senate on today they already start their session, and hopefully on tomorrow will be their first session on tomorrow. But folks, we have so many things to talk about, ranging from the issue of rape. On today, the Liberia National Police forwarded to court Peter Bonjala for rape, kidnapping, and sodomizing at 16 years old. Yes, a 16 years old boy. So yes, again, we will read that to you later on. Yes, but there are a lot of mixed reactions from the public land as to what's going on with the accused rapist, what you may call Peter Bonjala, was walking in the courtyard, smiling, laughing, and in fact he was not handcuffed. Are we setting a precedent? Oh, Liberia. Look, Liberia is indeed interesting country. We have a society where every day we bring up new things. Every time we do a lot of things. But again, yes, that's a society. Ahmed, Hammer, my good friend and brother, good evening. It's a good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for bringing our show back. Yes. Indeed, what's your view? Yes. On today, we started with that, Ahmed. Thank you so much. The management told us that instead of us allowing that program to just go down, that we should be able to bring that program back to life. So yes, on today we were here. In fact, we were on the What's Your View, and on tomorrow we'll be there by the grace of God. But again, there are public outcry about, okay, they say 63 years. Other people say 55, but I'm hearing 63 years. So 63 years old NSA official charge in a gang rape of a 16 years old boy sent to court without being handcuffed. Yes, indeed. So it's not easy. The public, they are concerned about what's going on. How come this man has not been handcuffed after then seeing to the court? Yes, let me see quickly what my brother Ahmed sorry, Ali is here. I will bring Ali on quickly. But I'm looking for the video of our Liberia National Police, the RG. Let me play that video quickly while we do the sharing also of the show. And in sports, yes, Xabi Alonso has been dismissed by Real Madrid. So those of you who are Real Madrid supporters, Real Madrid followers, or we can, in the simplest form, say sack. So Real Madrid sack Xabi Alonso. Yeah, so that's it. Those of you who are Real Madrid fan, your most talk about Xabi Alonso have been sacked after last night game. The El Clasico that happened on last night that ended 3-2 in favor of Barcelona. Yes, it was just so magnificent last night. But for me, I blame the goalkeeper. If you were to ask me about my own view on that game last night, I'll tell you that indeed the goalkeeper, he poorly performed. Yes, indeed. Sometimes as goalkeeper, you have to, you have to be smart, because sometimes there will be a lot of lapses. Sometimes from the defenders. So as a goalkeeper, you always have to be smart, so that you don't open up and allow things to go the way things went last night against the Real Madrid side, because of poorly, yes, the goalkeeper, yeah. Yeah, Philip Fakotama, yes, he said the commoners always suffering. Yes, and that the commoner too can also, also praise these people, my brother. So if you stand up for your right, because there are so many precedents that have been set in these two cases. We'll go to that. Let me just play the video quickly. Yeah, then we'll talk about that.
Individually, outline the investigative steps taken, clarify the outcome reached, and this will be done based on facts and law. Case one, we'll look at the J. Brian McGill case. That has been a long, ongoing investigation. The Alberta National Police conducted an extensive multi-layered criminal investigation following a rape allegation involving a 14-year-old minor and Mr. J. Brian McGill. The key investigative actions taken included the following: GSM call data and cell site location analysis, independent GPS location verification, review of available CCTV footage, and full DNA analysis conducted through international forensic partners. The findings: the telecommunication and GPS data conclusively excluded Mr. McGill's presence at the alleged crime scene during the relevant time. CCTV footage did not support claims of his presence. The DNA forensic results, which have now been received, excludes Mr. McGill as a contributor to biological material recovered from the victim's clothing. While unidentified male DNA was detected, they were matched against Mr. Brian McGill's DNA and came back without any connection. Based on the totality of digital forensic and physical evidence, the Alberta National Police exonerated Mr. Brian McGill from this investigation. However, I must emphasize, the investigation remains open and efforts are ongoing to identify the unknown DNA contributor. This case demonstrates that the LNP will protect victims without sacrificing fairness, objectivity, or due process. It is our hope that the family or the victim will continue to cooperate with the police for us to work together and bring the perpetrator, who is still out there, to justice. As each case
Well, so there you have it. I guess some of you that have been following, you hear from the horses. Normally we always say from the horses mouth, right? So that's the police RG, Colonel Gregory Commander, giving out some of the latest release of what happened, of some of the investigations that have been ongoing, pertaining to former deputy minister of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, J. Brian McGill, and also Peter Bonjala, also who allegedly raped Sonoman's 16 years old boy, also, and yes, so these are things. But Ali is here already. Let me bring it on quickly, and so that we start. But Ali, good evening and good afternoon, good morning, based on your time zone there, my dear brother. But from our end here is nearly 19 minutes past 6. Good evening.
We are at 1,275. So I just want to make that clear to show.
Brother Ali?
Mabel?
Yes, we're listening to you.
I'm sorry for that. Good afternoon, my brother, from my end. Good afternoon to our listening audience and follower. Glad to be here on Monday, the first working day of the week on the edition. How's everything? How was the weekend? How's the family?
Well, my brother, is good. Thank God for life, and we're moving very strong. Yes, from our end, everything is okay. Yes, Liberia is great. Apart from some of the holding and pulling and national situations happening of the day, but we are okay. We're great to go.
Wonderful. That's good to know. Yes. What's the latest? What's the trending issue in the country? What's going on?
Well, yes, you are right to ask. So many things ongoing. Mind you, on today we have the horse. On today they resume work. the Constitution, on the second working Monday of the year, or that is the year or a year, which starts from January, the House should resume work. And on today, the House of Senate and that the House of Representatives, they were able, or in fact, they were seen today resume work. And yes, so today they start. Hopefully, on tomorrow, they'll be having their first session, even though there have been the news of the Speaker Wahala, so many news. But today we heard that nearly 19 of the lawmakers were absent from the ceremony or from the first working day. So we don't know as to whether they give excuse or not. But again, yes. And apart from that, at long last, someone will say the rape issues pertaining to two government officials, because how we want to call them. One is the deputy minister, and the other one is assisting to the NSA boss, Mr. Peter Bonjala. Also, yeah. So on today, the Liberia National Police finally have their investigation done, and they forwarded to court Mr. Peter Bonjala today to court for raping, sodomizing, and kidnapping of a 16-year-old boy. And as we speak, he's already in court. We don't know whether he has been forwarded maybe to the Maneuver Central Prison. Well, as far as we are concerned, he was sent to court. So maybe from the court, they will carry him back to prison pending investigation or trial or so forth. Then the first case, which have to do with the former deputy minister, Mr. McGill, along last today, the Liberia National Police headed by Gregory Kumo, or Colonel Gregory Kumo, said that nothing to indict the former youth and sports deputy minister. So as far as they are concerned, it's free. That means there's nothing against him. So you've been free. Yes. So far so good, my brother. These are things that have been trending, and Liberians, they've been having their own say on so many issues. And as we go along, any other thing that will be popping up through maybe on our network, we'll also inform our people. But as far as I'm concerned, these are some of the trending national issues of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Mabel. Thank you there. For me, this issue about Brian McGill, this whole thing, it is not anything strange to me. The way in which the whole case started, it almost like the Capitol building case. And I knew that those guys, Mr. McGill was going to be vindicated for that whole raping saga and what have you. For the fact that you and I know, and all Liberians in and out of Liberia know how rape cases have been handled in the country. The moment they say, oh, this mayor raped my child, this and that, immediately they go in, they have you arrested, they cuff you, they put you behind bar. You will be there now, your lawyer, they be going back and forth. And today, there are people in South Beach for the past 6-7 years. They've been there just on allegation of rape. But Brian McGill won't happen today. We didn't see anything like that. And I knew this is how it was going to end. Being a deputy minister for youth and sport or whatsoever working in this government, one of the strong supporter of the Unity Party government, when they were in opposition, or some of their people, they may give them place where they were living in some of their properties. They were not even paying rent. And for them to see this man be put behind bar because of rape, they will do everything. My brother, I will always say this. In a country where the rule of law is not respected, where the rule of law has been broken down, this I think you should expect to see. If we can get a president that does not respect the rule of law, he are breaking the rule of law in the country, code of conduct whatsoever, everything has been broken down under his administration, and it remains like that till he says he has finished. So these are things that we should also expect. I just feel for the family, I say sorry to them for what is going to happen to their dollar. That's a lifetime psychological effect on her, or trauma and stigma, excuse me, forever the rest of her life. You see, and these are some of the things that can happen sometimes people will be like, what the essence of me being alive? And people take away their own life because of some of these things. You see, to see the kind of broad day violation of human rights abuse, wherein that man is supposed to be behind bar today, but Gregory Como stayed to be his lawyer. I never one day heard anybody speaking behind what this guy named McGill as a lawyer. And Gregory Como Ben carry on this issue as he's the lawyer. When last somebody was raping Liberia, oh, we had to get American embassy involved. We had to do DNA testing. We had to do forensic. We had to go through court law. When last we ever hear this or see it happening in Liberia? Only this case. You see?
And let me ask you this question, Brother Ali. Thank God that we will do it bit by bit. But let me ask you this question: is there a wrong precedent that we are setting? Because mind you, though, every time when you do things, sometimes the other people they will follow what you are doing. So are we setting the wrong and bad precedent that someone will be accused? If so, for example, if someone will be accused and that person will walk, maybe go to the court, they will not be in prison, they'll be walking around, they'll be eating here, and they'll be doing all kinds of things. Then should we go back to the law to revise the law, or should we go and look at certain part of the law and say, okay, that for example, if you be accused, or maybe if you've been accused, while of pending investigations, let this thing be done, and let it may be out, and let it won't happen until they make it be proven beyond all reasonable doubt. Are we setting a wrong precedent?
For me, according to Gregory Como, I'm quoting from him, people have been alleged of rape cases, and those people have been behind bar without no investigation being conducted in there when they place them behind bar. So it is time that they had to change the standard according to him. So now that it's starting with Brian McGill, they are setting another standard beginning with Brian McGill. So from now on, according to him, the way in which Brian McGill was treated, any other person that will be alleged of rape will be treated the same. So if you say, oh yeah, Peter raped my daughter, this and that, and what have you, they will have to go through the same process to go through court law between Peter and your daughter. They will have to do forensic. They will have to have the American embassy involved. They will have to do DNA. All of these things. When Peter is not guilty, and then Peter walk free. But according to him, you can't just be putting people behind bar on rape allegation without carrying on investigation. So this is the new system now brought in by the Unity Party led by President Boakai. You see, so those people who are been behind bar, it is quite unfortunate that that system was not in place. But now the Unity Party has changed the system. So there will be nobody now the moment they say rape, they will put you behind bar. No, they will have to follow this system. But we saw quite recently, Bucket Raw had a parade with him because of we, the coffee. But today, see this man here walking, laughing, his hand swinging, he even want to put a hand in your pocket. Yes, he was not called walking with pride. Dignity, we say P and D. Like he had not done nothing. You see? So I think that's it. They have changed the system now. There's a standard set now for rape allegation and rape cases now in the country.
So if that maybe if we take that into consideration, right? That for example, we say, okay, now let's use this other precedent that have been set and say, okay, let's go by that, because he said something about people being accused and falsely, in prison. Nobody is saying that by the time they say that, for example, John Brown rape, then happened to go straight to prison. No, that was the system by them. But then people used to go to the kind of offense, go to the police station while they're walking after the case, and then Bamana said, he said, no, we got to pay serious attention to rape and make sure that rape should be prioritized as number one, or in fact, we should give number one attention to rape. So that's how all of the issue of rape, people being accused, people being put into prison. There are a lot of people, we will say this, that there are a lot of people that have been accused that went out in prison, falsely, or maybe whether it's real or not. But what we are saying here is, if you set a precedent for tomorrow, because every time when you set precedent, that means that precedent, it will go for another time. The next generation, they may never use it. So that's what we are saying here, that, okay, let's agree that Mr. McGill was allegedly accused, of raping here and there and so forth. And at the end of the day, it's not true. With all of the accusations, all of the allegations, everything is not true. Good. If that person would lie on Mr. McGill, that person too should also be, should be maybe be punished for maybe that's the kind of system that we want. Like, for example, if you falsely accuse Melbourne and you cannot prove your case beyond all reasonable doubt, no, you should be punished. I think that's the only way that people will stop the kind of false accusation, because mind you, though, it's because of 14 years old girl. But there are a lot of cases beyond even grown people. But I think sometimes people accuse people falsely.
Oh yeah, Melbourne. Excuse me. Alfonso, I'm only quoting what the man said, or Gregory Como. I'm not accusing Brian because he has been exonerated by the Liberian National Police. So, and like Melbourne said, I remember when I was working as gender-based violence supervisor, or I put somebody behind by a rubber spot of the same issue. And this is why people had to be careful. This girl, people say, oh, she was doing mere business, this and that, and what have you. And then because the family, they hated this man, they had some problem with him, and they knew that daughter was somebody that was into life, even though she was below 18 years. And they live watching. The night she went to this man's place, boom, they caught him. Oh yeah, we caught you with our daughter, this and that. And she was like, oh, you all know I've been doing my main business, this and that, all kind of thing. The men too were there, oh, that I'm not the first person, this and that, all kind of thing. At the end of the day, we put him behind bars, because when you're below 18, you don't have the consent of anything. We put him behind bars. So some of these things can happen again. So this is time that people have to be careful. You just see some kind of nature up there that breastfeeding, this and that, you want to jump behind them. Sometimes again, you don't know. Family may want to bring you down. So people have to be very careful, right now in some of these things. Like what you said, if you accuse me of rape and then we went through everything and actually I didn't do it, that's defamation of character. There should be a standard set also that they will prosecute that person. Okay. So the Manasedi and President Waka, they set up the whole standard about rape cases. And now President Waka had changed it. No problem. We just feel for the little girl. But we don't want tomorrow when they say picture rape, they pull cuff on your head, dragging him, carrying him to South Beach. Because you people have already changed the standard. It shouldn't just be one person. You shouldn't just change the standard for one person. It should be done holistically. Because this is one of the problems I have with this government. Everything about them is being done selectively. And this is not good for the country. So if you people set all this standard, it should be done holistically and not selectively. And we pray that God will carry that little girl through. So now when they talk about raping the country, nobody can come in, grab somebody and go put them in jail now. No, there's a standard set now. They will have to follow all those procedures. If found guilty, they put you to South Beach. If you are not found guilty, you walk free. And the person who accused you, and then they have them arrested, and there should be some measure put in place for them as well.
Seriously, so my brother, before we transition to the other, how they call the person that accused of rape, because that's the latest one, Peter Bonjala, so yes. So quickly, in closing, let me be frank. I think these are precedent. Sometimes these precedents should be looked at carefully. For me, I'm saying this thing because I know some of our people out there today who don't even have the hand, who don't even have anywhere to go, they don't have nothing. And most of them, they are also supporters of some of the government that will be coming in and be going out. They are strong supporters, but because they are behind the scene. So you don't see them like that. But just because they don't have the money, they don't have the contact, they don't have the connection. So you think that when they tell you that, oh, I support maybe the government, you'll be thinking, I know they are lying. Just because they don't have money, someone will be giving them maybe little cash or something. So you don't trust them. No. But these are same people that will tell you that I support the government 100%. But the way the government is proceeding is wrong. You say no, the person against the government. No, the reason why these things should be looked at carefully. When the rain fall, It don't fall on one person or one roof. Every time when the rain fall or when the sun shine, no matter where you are, no matter which government that you support, no matter which government that you're against, whenever things happen, the protest that is happening right now in Iran, it's not picking and choosing. It's not picking and choosing. And whether you let it, whether Iran, whether somebody was part of Iran government or the person was not part of the Iran government, as long as there is violence, all of you will bear the weight. That one will come on every day, will be telling most of you thinking about it's joke. No. So if this would be a precedent that when you are, maybe when you've been accused of rape, the first thing is sit down to your horse, hire a lawyer, or maybe you will sit down somewhere, someone will be talking for you, or maybe a lawyer will be fighting your battle or your case, then let us know. That's the thing. Let us know and let it be by law. So that we also that will read the law, because I know by the time so many laws have been passed, you don't educate your people on the laws, and you use the same law against the people. What kind of country are we running? You fail law that the people are supposed to know about, read on, and know every bit of their own law. You say, no, we're not educated people, we will do it. We're not maybe money, we're not put in prison, we're not, we're not overriding. So you do these things, you make them to look funny. They don't even know their hair and their tail. They are all confused, moving around, and you're happy. So these are kind of things. So, but I didn't move back to the other Peter Bonjala. Peter Bonjala that was accused also. In fact, they have been charged by the Liberia National Police. Yes, in fact, for rape, kidnapping, and so forth of 16 years old boy. So indeed, that one of the things, and in fact, he was taken to court on today at the court there, where people saw the man shaking, the man laughing, and so forth. And other people are saying it meant nothing. So according to the NMP charge sheet, they said the NSA man Peter Bonjala was in fact the charging for statutory rape, sodomy, gang rape, and kidnapping. Someone that been accused of statutory rape, sodomy, the thing that we call abomination in our land, sodomy, gang rape, and kidnapping. The man was shaking hands, the man was dancing. In fact, the man was, I call him one dancing because the man was laughing. Like it means nothing. And other people say, oh, Melbourne, even when you go to court, it is a right to laugh. What thing would make Melbourne to laugh? Even as I speak to you, when any people even come to my house, I'm serious. When people even come to me, that it's not phone or it's not anything that have to do with how you may call programs, maybe we're having fun or not. So why would I be laughing? If it's not something to even laugh about. So sometimes your physical reactions towards things speak volume. Either people will take some of these things like, okay, so you're making fun. So we have all of these videos and the photos, and we're going to show all of these photos, those of you out there. So they may have been charged for statutory rape, sodomy. I mean, they may go with Paul. Yeah, not woman or girl, but Paul. Abomination. Things that look like, in fact, are even abomination to us. But these people, because, I don't know what about it's read it, but let me just show you some of the photos so that you can see those of you who are watching and following us. Yes, indeed. Sometimes when we say these things, people think that maybe that we are against, but you are making your own people to look like they are nobody. Now maybe people to look like that they are nobody because you have the power, because you have the contact. Because you have the contact. So as long as you have the contact, the best thing there to do is for you to use that contact and abuse anybody that you want to. And you want to abuse anybody of your choice. And let's let the ball go to you as uncle. Say that in fact that you want football boots. You want to play football. You love football. Football is something that almost everybody underneath. Even my late daughter just come here. Last night, made him watching Real Madrid and all of us game. Whenever I score, she just shouting. I don't that goal. She just shouting. Just be shouting because she doesn't know which team she for. So she just shout. So people, that's how you train up these children so that they can know between love. They can know love and unity. But we train people with wickedness because we have money, because we have contact, because we have power, because we can change anybody and anything. And this thing is just very unique to us. You will hear somebody telling you that, maybe when you don't be careful, I will change you. And not alone. When the person is threatening people that you will jail, I will jail you, and nobody will free you. You sit down here time for elections, we go out there and elect these people. And the people use the same power against us. But we fight each other though. I want to see some of our brothers on the internet insulting some of us and be like, anyway, sometimes some of you don't even know what you up to. Because if you know about this happening, if you know about some of the behavior of your leaders, you will not behave the way you are behaving. But again, let me see quickly. Let me find this photo of the yes, the alleged rapist. Oh yeah, yeah, that we call it alleged though. So here's the man. Peter Bonjala. So see Peter Bonjala. So this is Peter Bonjala. Those of you who are watching, Peter Bonjala. And I've learned that he live single, right? Yes, he live around single according to all of the information that he put out. They tell me about. They say he live single bed, and this is the man. The man going to court. So what kind of precedent is this? Even if you tell the layman out there to even respect the law, that's why you see sometimes the marketeers, those people who are struggling, that's what that's why they vent their angers on these quote-unquote police officers or these city police officers. Because all of your power, you use it on these poor struggling people who struggle or who are struggling in the real marketplaces. I saw a video of a mother that was dragged into a mud just because she sat on the road. So he can drag up and put it, wasted all of the market, everything into the water. Our lady was still crying, picking up our goods, picking up market, and still putting it on that table. Tears rolled down from her eyes. What kind of a society that will keep building this? What kind of a society? Terrible society, but are you? This is our second talking point, my brother. This is the man who was accused. Now, I think you can see him there. The man laughing, like nothing happened. The man has shades even on his face. Look.
Yeah, someone who was alleged, he was alleged for sodomizing someone, he again raped this and that, and what have you. You see the way he laughing, shaking people's hand, walking with P&D. You see, I don't really know where our country is heading to. But we look forward to see, like you said, if he will be placed behind bars, and then later on they be bringing him to court and be going back. Well, even like they talking when you sodomize someone, you go to prison for 1 year in Liberia. That's just something very less. Latin should be talking than 5 to 10 years in prison. Because like this man now, he laughing like that. And quite recently we opened our eyes to 2025 and we close it in 2026, we open it again 2026, the after tomorrow will be 2027. So these kind of people, they need to rot in jail. You see, but if you just put him there for 1 year and then you put him outside, you even start giving other people the green light to go and do more, and he will come outside swinging, and he already know if he damage that labor, if he did it for any the money power or spiritual something, he know his medicine finish working. You see, because Mayborn, you and I, we are legally minded and guided, and everybody out there who will be in their right mind, even if you are into man and man business, that you will look at a 15-year-old child and carry on such an act on them, thinking that you know yourself, you have a child or you have children, and they say they was again raped. The other two, they are on the run. You see, and since he don't want to show the other two, this is the time that you have to keep him in prison for maybe up to 5 to 10 years. But you just put him in prison for 1 year, he come out, then he get nothing to lose. But look at that child. That's another psychological effect. That's a trauma. That's a stigma on him. Your friend, oh, look at it 1 year, like they didn't want to him, they didn't want to him. Your friend can bully you for that. So this kind of people that even says they're supposed to be in jail till God take away their life. They even say supposed to come out to say even 1 year in prison. It should be lifetime something that they are going to be in there for. Because while you had destroyed that child entire life, you see, he will live with that kind of stigma, that kind of trauma. He's going to live with it forever. And these are some of the things that can happen. Sometimes people take away their life. Say, I can't live with this kind of humiliation. I can't live with this kind of frustration, this kind of trauma where I will be bullied by people. Like in this country, we have people that here, they know. There are certain things happen to people. Sometimes they look at it, they say, but then there is no need of me being alive. Let me just get rid of myself so that nobody will bully me. I can't deal with it. And some people, they will say, okay, no problem. No matter how people call me, I will just live with it. And not everybody can think like that. You see the man walking with pride and dignity, laughing, shaking people's hand like he didn't do anything.
And one of our sister, maybe, yeah, one of our sister and mother, Caroline Yimpa, I don't know, but for you to even respond or for you to even say that, let me tell you, there are a lot of people that police officers have been made here and there back to back. I just talk about even the marketeers. This man, a less crime to this man. In fact, first of all, this man crime is abomination to the society.
Sure. Yes.
There's no law that support the man crime. So that's the first thing. So if you handcuff this man, what's the police, maybe manhandle or police harassment that you're talking about here? I don't understand. So if this man or have to do something that's abomination to our society, and he's smiling, laughing, and moving, then when I speak to, I tell you that you're just wasting your own time.
Yes.
That we don't want to get the power, that we don't want to get the money, that we don't want to control everything. So, Carolina, well, your mother, though, for me, if you feel that maybe because of government, because you want to support government, so that when you're sounding that way, it's up. They're always saying, when they rain fall, it don't fall on one roof. It fall on everybody. Government will go and come. Government will come and go. President Joseph Yimam Bouaka have probably about 2 more years and a half. The next year now will be election year to better every other thing, to change everything. Breaking yellow machine will not solve this issue. People will be frustrated. You don't even understand politics. Iran, people are protesting in Iran today is not because Iran is not developed. Iran is 1 million times developed as Liberia, but they are protesting. So when we're talking, some of these things, it's not about which side you for or which side you're not for. No, this is not about side. Now, that's one story. The man is 63 years.
What?
His grandfather.
62-year and 50-year-old child. You know how many?
63 years, the man, like grandfather.
That grandfather down there. He even get great grandchildren. So if you can sodomize a 50-year-old child being the age of 62, you get grandchildren. Why you couldn't sodomize some of your grandchildren if you are into doing man, your friend man, or your great grandchildren? So do you think that man deserve to spend 1 year in prison? Hell no. That dude should be in prison for the rest of his life. That's all.
And
you see?
And the man charges, but and the man charges is not even small charges. Rapist. The man have been accused for rape. Sodomizing. The man have been also been accused for kidnapping.
Yes.
Then that man jumping up and down. Somebody, then you think you come here and say,
the problem, Caroline, police, those people, they are well trained. They know how to carry on their work. They are professional people. If you come to arrest me here, no police will just come to say, oh yeah, you come here, arrest me. You start knocking me on the ground. You start knocking my head with batu, this and that, all kind of thing, wherein I'm not resisting an arrest. If you come arrest me, I walk behind you, or okay, yeah, give me your hand. I give you my hands, and you cuff me. Nobody will say, oh yeah, see how the police arrested Aliyu, the way they start, they just wear, they make a hair, and then they cuff him, they carry him. And this, nobody will condemn police for that. But if you come arrest me, you start knocking my head, kicking me, throwing me on the ground, if police do that, we will condemn them. If police go arrest this Jalame or whosoever, oh yeah, my man, you are under arrest, you remain silent, this and that, we need to cuff you, and Jala just gave a hair, who will condemn police? But you and I know the way in which the police can carry on an arrest in our country, and that's why we condemn them. If they are professional, we applaud them. If they are disorderly, we condemn them. So it shouldn't be like, oh, if the police were to do, they were going to be the same people to condemn them. Who will condemn police when they carry on their work in a professional manner? But if you behave unprofessional, that's the time we condemn you. That's all.
Yeah, my brother, you are right. So, folks, if you're just joining us, this is the SKTV show, the Monday edition. Today, the 12th of January. Yes, indeed, for me, I feel sorry for all of us, those of us who are
even said the status of that child now, whether they carry him to hospital, whether they give him proper treatment, whether the government is looking up to him, because these are some of the things where it happen. Like we get case record, then people then who will go, they be talking to that child.
Gang rape, then just say rape, but you say gang rape. If you go to that
rape, you see,
then the society, the religious people up to now are going to almost
social worker going to talk to that child, but those things don't happen in our country. You see, so it just bad. And looking at that man today, even that one can even say put more anger in the parents to see him walking like that, like he had done nothing. And for me, that man don't even say need 10 years imprisonment. That man need lifetime. That's the only thing. 62 years old man or 15-year-old child, he need, because you got a grandchildren. If you can do, man, grab some of your grandchildren, you do them. Grab some of your great grandchildren, your cousin, your nephew, then grab some of them instead of going to kidnap somebody's child in the name of I will buy you football or football boots, and you guys were 3. So since you can call the other people name, you will rot in jail. Yes.
That because of money.
Then you want to
power.
Yes.
Oh, internet. Some of you are running after today. You're going from place to place. You're worshiping from church or to church, or where the other people they're lying to you. They're doing all kinds of things. All of these things can end. To you, by the time you see these people, you feel that your God sent. Yeah, my God. I said, God, now open my door for me. That's the door. So you take your family or your children. I was telling one lady, she won't cry. I said, no, you don't have. I said, just trust these quote unquote these religious people. And you see how they embarrassing you people? You see how they disgracing you people? Because you trust them. So by the time they tell you that God will send your destiny helper, because for you to work and look for your late bread is difficult for you. So you're looking for something away that somebody will play magic and get you food free of charge. So you're looking for that destiny helper. Every day you're looking for destiny helper. Take your children, take them and give them to people. Do you imagine how many cases, Brother Ali, that have been swept under the carpet? That some of the family members, they just decide and say, I'm not able to go to court, I'm not able to fight the other matter, I'm not able to go through all of the stress and so forth. So then you're with it. You know how many cases out there today?
And like this gang rape, this boy have been sodomized, and these are things that have been happening. There are so many allegations on NSA of sodomizing people in that country. And the allegations, it have been so much in the country. We have been hearing it, and today, it have been proven. And Alex, while you are saying that, that's the fight. Even when you are wrong, like what he did, it was wrong. But even as that, he's protected under the law. And this is why, like, even in this country, sometimes, like a guy was in prison, just imagine you in prison and you sue the people because he said he can only eat organic food and they decided to serve you conventional food. He reached out to his lawyer. Even when you're in prison, you have your right. yes, nobody going to treat you anyhow. There are certain things they don't do to you over there. So like why you say that's the fight? Even though he wrong, but if they handle him, if they might handle him, he get right, he can take lawyer and they can take issue. And this is why I said those people, when they are even wrong, you have to know what you're doing, because while they have lawyer, they can take issue with you. They are still protected under the same law. Not because you sodomize somebody child, this and that, so they should kind of be beating on you, they be knocking on you. No, you have to go and explain your side of the story. And when you are found guilty, they say they put you in behind in prison. Yes, you will go there. We are not coming to say anybody, oh yes, when you do something, that means you have waived your right, you don't have right again. No, you can even say be sued for that.
But
So
Ali, now let me tell you, but Ali, I agree with you on that. That every human on the sun have the right. That's why you don't infringe also on the people right.
exactly.
Because your right you got to be protected. So you don't abuse, you don't destroy, or you don't even go against my right. That's the thing with life. The way you see, everybody should respect their right and be on their side. So to this, there are certain things they call precedent, and so and even apart from that, my brother, as government official or people that support, or maybe that know better. I think police officer can come here to me. That, for example, police officer come right now and say, "Maybe you are under arrest," and I ask for what reason, and they say, "Okay, for this and that." If I have lawyer or I have two persons to call, I call that two person. The first person I will call is my wife. The second person maybe my lawyer. And quietly, I tell them, where are you people taking me? They say, okay, or I ask them. They say, well, you going to this place or you going to this place? I inform my wife and my lawyer. Then if they want to handcuff me, show my hand, they handcuff me, we go. My brother, because I know my right. But if they come here and maybe want to pull out that violent style that you just talk about, and sometimes too, they will also go against my right. But in so doing, the security officer, as usual, for Liberia, they always right. I don't care how you want to put it. Until when they reach to a certain level, then the government will either suspend or dismiss that officer. But for us here, even the officer come right now and beat on you, carry you, my brother.
And the problem here, Alex, sometimes I will say, oh, when we're discussing things, we should be objective, we shouldn't be political. Okay, you want me to be objective, but if you see people doing things political, then you want me to be objective in discussing it. We know when people are accused of rape allegation in the country, how they can arrest them. Did we see that happening, Brian Magay case? No. Then you don't want me to discuss it political. And it was done politically, because they see where you can go and arrest other people. When it comes to rape cases, there is something I believe in. When I always say safety has no chain of command, that's my policy. So if I'm the CEO, when I say this is the law, even myself as CEO, I'm not exempted. I face the same punishment. There is no chain of command. So if you can go arrest people who rape and you might handle them, but when it comes to certain people, you escort them, you hold them like chicken egg. Then you say they shouldn't discuss it politically. Look at this guy. Quite recently, like I said, and I stand by my word, nobody is allowed. Just we trying to get rid of drugs in the country. Bucket Raw, whether he was smoking weed in America, we don't smoke weed in Liberia. It's not allowed there. But when they arrested Bucket Raw, why were the quantity of weed something less than even $10 US? We saw how he was caught. How they were parading with him all in our country. But today, see somebody who have been alleged of kidnapping, sodomize, and rape, gang rape. See how they working with him, all your hands and laughing, this and that. And they'll say they shouldn't be. If you politicize something, you should expect people to discuss it politically. If you don't want people to discuss something politically, don't politicize it. And this is what happened.
And to Brother Ellis Walker, yes, even if people do not know their right, that's why you are there as government to tell the people their right, because it is by law that you have to, inform the people about their right. By the way, Brother Ali, we're going for the news break. I don't know whether you want to go with us or
yeah, let's go for the break.
Go.
Post something there. Let the people, let me go down there and get something to go. Yes, quickly.
Individually, outline the investigative steps taken, clarify the outcome reached, and this will be done based on facts and law. Case 1, we'll look at the J. Brian McGill case. That has been a long ongoing investigation. The Alberta National Police conducted an extensive multi-layered criminal investigation following a rape allegation involving a 14-year-old minor and Mr. J. Brian McGill. The key investigative actions taken included following: GSM call data and cell site location analysis, independent GPS location verification, review of available CCTV footage, and full DNA analysis conducted through international forensic partners. The findings: the telecommunication and GPS data conclusively excluded Mr. McGill's presence at the alleged crime scene during the relevant time. CCTV footage did not support claims of his presence. The DNA forensic results, which have now been received, excludes Mr. McGill as a contributor to biological material recovered from the victim's clothing. While unidentified male DNA was detected, they were matched against Mr. Brian McGill's DNA and came back without any connection. Based on the totality of digital forensic and physical evidence, the Alberta National Police exonerated Mr. Brian McGill from this investigation. However, I must emphasize, the investigation remains open. Efforts are ongoing to identify the unknown DNA contributor. This case demonstrates that the LNP will protect victims without sacrificing fairness, objectivity, or due process. It is our hope that the family or the victim will continue to cooperate with the police for us to work together and bring the perpetrator, who is still out there, to justice. As each case
So for welcome back. The legislature in a full swing. The speaker and that of the Senate Pro Tem, they are all here in attendance. Handshake, lawmakers, the representative and that of the senator are now in the full swing to officially commence the hosting of the flag for the resumption of the third quarter of the 55th of the National Legislature. And so, folks, the Senate Pro Tempore, Kanga Lawrence, Senator of Grand Bassa County, the Speaker, Rachel Naweku, lawmakers of the House of Representatives, senators of the Liberian Senate are all in attendance to grace this occasion. So this is the Speaker, Speaker Rachel Naweku. So folks, we'll begin the parade from here. We'll begin the parade from here this morning. This is the deputy speaker. So, folks, the lawmakers are about to position themselves to begin the marching, the symbol of uniqueness being exhibited by lawmakers of the 55th National Legislature of the Republic of Liberia. Senate Pro Tempore Yomikana Lawrence is here leading the Liberian Senate, and the Speaker Rachel Nambuku is also here alongside Deputy Speaker Thomas are in charge of the 55th House of Representatives. So, folks, yes, the Speaker alongside the Deputy Speaker, they are now in. Following, sharing battles to witness. The lawmakers are now carrying on the handshake to begin this all-important process here. So, the Senate Pro Tempore Yomikana Senator of Bambasa County.
Please, let me in nowadays, officer, please. I beg you, let me in nowadays, officer, please. Please.
Yes. The Pro Tempore now calling for the commencement of this process. That is now time to begin the process. Folks, the Deputy Speaker, the Speaker Rachel Nambuku, an honorable member of the Liberian Senate, the Senate Pro Tempore Yomikana Lawrence, alongside members of the 55th Liberian Senate are in attendance in the full suite. So, for the local things, the lawmakers from the House of Representatives are in the full suite. Sergeant at the House representative in Labyrinth Senate. So, folks, if you're watching this, sharing back all of the witness as the 55th National Legislature of the Republic of Liberia commence its term quarter. And the House of Representatives are resuming session, the Labyrinth Senate as well. The lawmakers are in attendance.
John! Ah! I turn around the big back. Look, I'm going to hold the flag.
So the flags are out. So the flag of Liberia has been hosted gradually. And then it's gradually moving up more as this is a historical moment here at the legislature. It's the hosting of the national flag. The flag has been hosted, of course, and folks are members of the legislature. So member of the legislature, they are about to split. They are about to go their separate ways as the lawmakers are now. Lawmakers are now their handshake. Lawmakers are now carrying on their handshake. Lawmakers are now carrying on their handshake. This is the speaker with the deputy speaker Thomas Fala.
Wonderful people. We're back after the news break. That's just some of the happenings on today at the Capitol building. Those of you who've been watching and those of you who just follow, yes, indeed. Hopefully on tomorrow, by the grace of the Almighty God, we will get more into that and with other some latest news that are also coming up back to back. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's indeed interesting. That's country. So you see our leaders moving, the PND. Those of you who are watching, you see them very beautifully dressed, and they are all moving, man. But every time when I see them in kind of coats and in kind of dress code, I think about what they are thinking about the forward march of their country, or better say the society. So folks, we're back. Yes, we're going to continue this way up to 7:30, and trust me, at 7:30 we're going to yes, open the line so that you too, you can also be part of the show here this evening. I'm seeing something latest coming from the front page Africa. Let me see what I can get this quickly, then we'll go back to our discussion. Yes. Yeah, so let me see quickly. I'm getting this also. Yeah, from front page Africa is interesting. So, yeah. I come in, I come in. Mhm.
equipment from China. Despite a rating directive from government is facing new questions over its decision to buy road construction equipment from China. Despite a rating directive from President Joseph Boakai appearing to favor US-made Caterpillar machines. The Ministry of Public Works says Caterpillar equipment was considered but rejected because it exceeded the government's approved budget ceiling. Instead, Liberia procured 285 earth-moving machines from a Chinese-linked supplier, citing cost effectiveness and fiscal responsibility. But a letter from President Boakai tells a different story. In it, the president acknowledged Caterpillar's higher price, about 24 million US dollars, but argued its durability and offered to train 1,000 Liberians justify the cost. He explicitly directed officials to proceed with Caterpillar to avoid delays and protect government credibility. Despite that instruction, the government moved ahead with Shantui equipment sourced through Evergreen Import and Export. Officials insist all procurement laws will follow, with the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission granting formal approval. As the first batch of machines prepares to arrive in Liberia, public debate continues, raising a key question: was President Boakai's preference ignored or overridden by budget realities? Gerald Koyene, front page.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry. So that's just one of the latest to our people, those of you who are watching. That's one of the latest news just coming in. But hopefully on tomorrow, we hope and pray that we will look at these kind of news that are coming up, because these are news that if you don't look at the news carefully, sometimes you feel that the issue of well as you may call the interest, the US, where the US stand, where China stand. So, like I was saying, the government of Liberia defended its decision to procure road construction equipment from China, insisting that US made Caterpillar machines exceeded the approved budget ceiling, even as a rating directive from President Joseph Yema Boakai appears to contradict. Now, what you listen to not too long. Yes, I already on mute. Thank you. Yes. So hopefully on tomorrow, this one will be major issues, because we got to be careful as to yeah, how we go about these things. Where are we heading to? Who we should buy things from? Who we should do business with? The world now that we live in, where it's not easy. Huh? So we got to be careful. So tomorrow, that another big topic by itself here, that which interest, which group of people is good at to do business with. Wow. And I hope that more will be here tomorrow. And I hope that the other team member will be here, because this is indeed getting interesting though. But I move back to our rape issues, the way we do things in the country, the rule of law. Are we favoring certain group of people when it comes to law? Or are we, or is there law there for everyone? Because every time they will tell you that the law is for everybody. But if you don't have the money, like the Chief Justice, is that yes, you know, people crying about our judicial system that is bad, it's terrible, it's corrupt, it's this and that. And today, with these kind of images coming from the capital of South, coming from the Supreme Court or from the court, there today speak volume. Even though people will have their own say maybe, you know, by law it's not forced, and I know you are not against, or maybe I know you are not fighting the law enforcement officers. Yes, no need for them to handcuff you. Okay, is that a new precedent that I don't maybe not fighting? You can carry me even if I commit the worst crime. And some of the worst crimes will be like somebody taking people's lives. They say rape. So you allow me to walk by myself like nothing happened. You know, sometimes there are some things that when you do, people have their own saying, people have their own thinking, people have their own reactions. Because if you allow Mayborn to walk freely, then nothing happened. People already judge and say, no, but then nothing going to come. Nothing going to happen with the entire case. I mean, the entire case already true already. Because as long Mayborn is walking freely, that Mayborn shaking hands, like Mayborn coming from playing football. You see it? Because every time we see people shaking hands back to back, that means they come from playing football. People testing me about. Yeah, well, don't worry, man. Look, we will know which interest that will be in tomorrow. We'll ask, but if you know everything, please don't do things that will put us into serious wahala. Let's be careful on who we do business with, who we want to go with, please, because they want none of nice. But again, people, so that's it. If you have if you are that person who have been accused of crime, maybe that you committed some kind of crime, you kill, or you do some kind of thing, you rape and so forth. The first thing is the law enforcement officer got to handcuff you. That's the first thing. They will handcuff you in that they're telling you that you commit crime. That's why we handcuff you. Yes, you commit crime. And this crime, even whether you're guilty or not, as long as we handcuff you, we take you to the law. It is the law that will tell you whether you are guilty or not. But to have the person free and working like that, for me, I have issues. Let me be frank. I have issues with that. Even whether that man guilty or not. Already people already have their own mindset about our system, that our system is terrible, our system bad off. People don't easily go to court and win cases. As long as you don't have money, according to the poor people. These are crimes, or in fact, these are things that they're always saying. That when you go to the court, you don't win any case because you don't have money. But today, the men who, in fact, who rape, allegedly the men are raped, or that have been accused, or that have been charged by the Liberian National Police. And we're going almost 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, some places, some people 5 hours now. We haven't heard anything from our religious people. This is completely abomination to our society. What are you saying? What are you doing? Even if Mayborn will be guilty, the first thing is, even for that thing to even pass around Mayborn to hear that, yes, that somebody was raped, a boy was raped, that alone is an abomination. So all the things that you can be talking today, you just hate certain people. I don't think you people really serious for the country to really move forward, even when it comes to the issue of the rule of law. I don't think most of us, I don't think we're even ready. No. Maybe we just do this thing because we hate certain people. Every time you read, hey, Liberia was following on Christian principle. How many Christians have come out today spend almost 7 hours to say this is abomination to our society? But because of hatred. So you don't care. What you care about is how to buy your side, be with people that you think that you love, people that you think that you can go with, people that you think that you and then you're from the same side. So you down and one with them. So for the poor people out there, that's it. You got to be careful with your children. You got to be careful. I'm saying this to say that anybody that want to help your child or your children, I want they can pass the help through you. Because that's one of the easier way if you genuinely want to help. Tell the mother or the father or the guardian of that child that I want to pay the child's fees, or maybe there are this and that, but I'm doing this through you because I just want to be a help to this child. But now the child walking back and forth to you, coming here and there to you to get these items. You have evil motive. The people, look, let me tell some of you today. Most of the destiny helpers. Most of the destiny helpers. Now how they look. Very evil. Only a few of them are good. But most of them, they are evil. They have evil motive. And thank God that some of you that you see and you're watching all of these things, but say you are quiet because it not happened to you just because it's not your child, or because it is not owned, or maybe from your family members. So it's okay. So you can die in one, you can shake hands, you can do this, you get a lawyer. One lady almost died here, once upon a time. I don't know how many of you can still recall. Allegedly, a missionary almost caught the people to the throat. Yeah. And today, where are we today? That other case today, that guy is living with that kind of mob thing today. But every time, the government the government will be good, but there are people within the government that will be bad. And that's why when you buy apples, the best thing to do is to get these apples out and make sure that when you polish them, you polish them the right way, so that even the next person, but because of political, I don't know what to say, what in political reward is not in heaven, so people got to get political reward right here on earth. So I'm the full soldier for you. Even if I commit crime, I'm the full soldier for you. So what you do? Oh, my Mabel, I'm full soldier. I forget about Mabel. Mabel gone. The other person that going outside, the person going to live with that kind of thing forever. Mabel, a full soldier. That's how we do the entire country. That's how we treat the country. That's how we behave to each other. Because somebody voted for the government, because somebody supported the government, because the person a full soldier. So even when they like, they can do any kind of crimes. They can even commit all of the worst of crime. They will walk free. Again, that's it, people. That's our country. And NMP just released. They said according to them, they have deputy. They have the Liberia National Police has today provided updates on 3 major investigations involving sexual and child-related offenses. One, Deputy Minister Brian McGill has been exonerated following a comprehensive forensic investigation that cleared him of rape allegations. 1. 2, in a separate case, Mr. Peter Bonjala has been formally charged following a complaint filed on January 5th, 2026, alleging repeated sexual abuse of a 16-year-old minor or a boy. The medical examination confirmed findings consistent with abuse, while independent witnesses corroborated the victims present at the defendant's residence. GSM forensic analysis also further placed Mr. Jala near the alleged crime scene. Based on probable cause, he has been charged with what? Rape, statutory, or sodomy, Chapter 14.70 Penal Law of Liberia. Gang rape, Chapter 14.72 or 72 Penal Law of Liberia. Kidnapping, Chapter 14.51 Penal Law of Liberia. And this is the man Yes, this is a man that working, clapping, laughing with all of the churches against him today. He's working free. But if that the market seller, someone who out there thinking how to provide for their child, maybe that child in school, thinking how for that child to come home and find food to eat. You see the law enforcement officer using force. When you talk, say, oh, you people can talk to. Hey, I can, we want to do this thing. No. But again, people who you playing again to those of you who are joining. So that's a society. I don't know how long, how soon that we're going to graduate from all of these things. Lead us in, lead us out. We vote. We have changes of leadership, but we are still into the wilderness, and we want to remain here. And if care is not taken, all of these things will lead us into another thing that people will be thinking that I can no longer take this. But again, let's go to the line to interact with you, our callers. Yeah, my sister. Thank God you were here, my roof or roof robbers. Bemba. Thank God you were here and you saw some of the behavior, you saw the system, and some of you that keep coming down to Liberia. Thank God that when we say this thing, you'll not be thinking that maybe that we hate or before or we against. But again, let's go to the line to interact with our callers. To the first caller, David King. David, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor. And let me say good afternoon to Ali. You know, neighbor, and like justice, and I know like you are on the winning party, it's a different thing. I have thought the way the people pose about the rule of law have been tempered with on a George Weah. They are going to do better than George Weah. But they do Weah time the rule of law. Because all of the laws that are happening today, we never saw that on Weah. Weah says here, there was no government official. And I challenge the member of the Union Party to call the issue and name one government official that was charged for rape in this country. And when they rape a minor. Today, your Monkey Jones, Brian McGill, I'm Monkey Jones, sorry.
Yeah, J. Brian McGill.
Yeah, J. Brian McGill, a deputy minister for youth development, a man who's supposed to be developing young people, mind in this country, molding it and making it to be a productive one. So go and rape a young lady, a young minor, and he work as a free man there today. And what Gregory Kobo is telling us that due to forensic, this forensic that GSN call and all of those nonsense. No.
Well, thank you, David King. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, good evening to your panel. Your panelist. Emmanuel Sana is my name from District 2. I'm proscribed for me up to now to your religious people not speaking to this issue. I'm so frustrated. Every going to be in the corner of future job. This thing are going to happen too. They're going to be all there of comment. People will be talking. You're going to see the advocate. Those and we are called the advocate. This time around, we are not hearing them. And to them, people are why that people they're working smiling, shaking somebody in. They're looking at him. They will get the president appointed. But I'll be able to catch guns because I'm going to be in the air carrying them. I want to condemn the heart of the equipment to the equipment of my family. What going to go away? The mother is now into now who are calling people now to help people to encourage her to keep heart. And any form of contribution you have to get to help this woman and the other son you reach is not again.
All right, thank you so much. To this caller, good evening.
So, maybe, good evening.
Yes.
This is for the Prince Kolake. So, maybe on Saturday, I saw today on the social media. So, this is why I told somebody it's my first time for me to have seen someone who have been heavily charged with different charges against humanity. For the person to be swearing and more besides. The man is walking like you said. Somebody came and playing football game and they defeated another team. And they are laughing. The lawyer shaking his hand. Then you got a sheriff one side. They know why we should be so somehow. You'll be wounded because of the person got close proximity. What are we saying? So now the ordinary people, when they see that there will be no fair judgment, there will be justice will not prevail in the interest of that child. Then people say, oh, you are against the government, what I feel. Why is it? The justice is on serious attack. It's my first time.
Serious attack. I like that statement. Serious attack.
You say the man going to say on short beach that we know when people going there, you can see from that facial expression that they're going almost to hell to convince me that I man sleeping in short beach today. I don't believe it. In my mind, that man was escorted to short beach after the they had left. They would take that man, get that man different place, different location. Any man would be there. Why quote unquote will be going through investigation? Why should our justice system be there? Then let me conclude on this note. Something kept hurting me when people try to contradict the whole thing. Then somebody say during Joel regime we were seeing the rule of law. Are you kidding me, my man? Wasn't that during Joel regime? Our Peter there issue happening here. What you saying now? Who talking seriously? You bring up parties into here. I'm not the Parisian. That's a vision. Who would discussing seriously when you get no info? Shut up, my man. Don't try to say you are doing Joel regime as well. The rule of law.
All right. Thank you, my dear brother. I said anything what we don't want for people to use on other people. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, Arab I joined a discussion for community marketing and let us see a whole person. Therefore, some of us are thinking that people in this government is almost that they are conducting racing competition now. Therefore, the people are seriously getting racing competition. For me to hear this, if you on your show that people from NSA involved into social market, somebody NSA, that's supposed to be a reputable security entity in this country, people that are in Africa to be well trained. So what we care about Brian Magia being exonerated and made born. Based on what? Based on who know you?
Well, I don't know, my brother, but according to the police.
Based on who know you that I'm the one exonerated. There was no proper legal system for that. And then when I'm even taking to court, they made a man there exonerated. You see the kind of control we eat. All of them will be repeat everybody to my husband. That we are left in it with some of my own go free.
Thank you, man. See you, man. See, man. David King, why you say quickly? Tell us second. No, I don't want you to be insulting people. Please, don't use our platform. Yeah, don't use our platform to insult.
But anything I love, they say is just nonsense. But sorry. But let me say this. You know, I don't know whether Ryan McGill is so different from all of Nigeria. Because one thing I know about Ray, my own late brother was in a relationship with a girl who was 17 years old and had a child. And because of that, the entity of that girl, when they took it to Zomia police station, my brother spent 7 years in jail.
Wow.
Just because, 7 years. My little brother who next to me, he spent 7 good years after me.
You went to court or what? Or did you carry him to the police station and the jail?
Maybe a children's department at the LFP Central, they took him to court. And Serino Gala, who happened to be the real judge at the time, I don't know whether he stayed there, she sent my brother to jail. Because they said, you go to jail, say, you were not very for, my brother was loving, and the other one, she said, you were 17, they said she never had independent mind to make decision. So based upon the reason, my brother was child was started very rare, and he was sent to jail for 7 years, doing any time. So, and for us to see Brian McGill, who never went to the police station, who never went beyond any police cell. Today, we are seeing that Brian McGill has been exonerated from whatsoever crime that he was confronted with. Now to that guy who sort of had that little boy and with a gang. That brother was walking and somebody I saw you yesterday coming to the capital, coming to the court. On a had a police escort with I don't know whether they have RPG, they pick up or whatever, but you see a police guy every time they bring it, you'll be on a heavy police guy with but that brother who committed that heinous crime, who was laughing, shaking people's hand, sharing pleasantry with people. I used to say he was on at a war.
All right.
This country, the only way the country can be better. For people to understand, somebody talk about our people. See, they not care.
All right. Thank you. Today's caller, good evening. I'm okay, my dear brother. Thank God for life. Go ahead.
My name is Mohammed. You know, the kind of topic I'm listening to radio and I became to feel some actually I'm able to describe myself. Things that animal cannot do.
Okay.
While liberals should agree that want to have a liberal. Men should go around men. You cannot put middle and middle together. They want to see one another. Why? Those things are very hard to discuss. It's so simple. If you are discussing sometimes some people, you say like what people are a Christian principle. But you take your Bible. Oh, don't forget what the God said. No animal in the world except the man and man. You see, therefore, I frustrated completely. I'm not
My brother, from the days that I even hear this story, said that job and job and feeling so terrible. Thank you, my dear brother. That's the society we're in. People can only take religion and just carry somewhere else, but they're not able to even come out. All of that they think they can be defending religion to come out and say, yes, this is wrong. You are the light. Why are you afraid of? But you always want to be behind the scene and be complaining, this is happening, this is not good. No, come out and talk. Because you are the light. And let people know that, yes, that you stand for this. And you totally against this kind of behavior. But if you stay behind a horse and be talking, 0770203125, that's the number for you to call this evening and be live right here on the SKTV show. Yes, I have to say, with all of the things that we just said here on the show, I know, especially for our mothers, for me, I feel sorry for our mothers because, hello to this caller, good evening.
Hello, Maple, how are you, brother?
I'm okay, my dear brother. Thank God for life, and you?
I'm trying to live. They got a funny. You know, you're a big boy in Captain. Let me tell you, this country is highly demonic. Those people, what they call bishops, baby, pastors, they are the demons. You know? All people, they go up a hill. See what happens? They take a teenager boy, you so mad him. They do it or nothing. I tell you, they control and give to the demon ever since. I tell you, it will happen more. We take care of being a ticket for our children. Because it will happen more, it takes the beginning. More will happen, you know that we are in the end time. Rumors of war all over the world.
Yeah, my brother.
I'm not talking what they bring, I don't know what they bring there. All those things there. The world's going to happen gradually. So, thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. That's a society. People say, maybe people are very, because this country is just so frustrating that you will see people who claim to be religious people. That's the kind of people that are not even understanding in the hotel country. Religious people. They're saying certain things that I don't even take for joke. The religious people, the other group of people, how they call them, the other people who want salary now, the legal council or the how they call our old folks, our town chiefs and the people who what kind of name, our group of people. All of you, those of you who claim that you are elderly people, you are people who have the foundation. You are the one that supposed to turn this foundation over to the younger one. You set him back. Things are going. 63 years old man. This man, a grandfather. He's sitting. And you think that it's just by system. So when we come here, we'll tell some of you that Liberia is systematic problem. You think about by changing leaders? No. You will change leader until you get tired. But I know you not go up a hill. There's one of the callers said, I know you're not part of this society. You're not part of the kind of behavior. And there you will throw it tired. They will jail you. They will do anything to you. I don't hear your name. Say, oh, you go in fact your case. Even if there's someone down the road, our mom and child, our case then will be way on because we're not part of them. What kind of society? What kind of terrible country that you want for people? Everybody should be part of certain things. You come out Sunday morning, you see them. They go to church. Friday, they go to the mosque. Sunday, father and mother days coming. They will give them You don't take time in fact, man, even I carry Father of the Year award. This one. So you give them these kind of titles. Father of the Year, Mother of the Year, because they're pumping money. Because they're giving money to you. So you don't care? You don't care whether your children get damaged? Whether the future generation is going down the drain? No, for you, but no problem. As long as you're receiving money, it's okay for you. We still talking about building our society. People voting, they voted citizen out just because of this kind of behavior. This kind of funny thing. You're making the law to look terrible. That's what the caller said. You make the law to look bad. That even people, they will be afraid to even go to the law, to even challenge the law. What you do? Anyway, keep your calls coming. 0770 or the WhatsApp line is also there. You can also do that. Please place in your call so that we can hear from you too. You too, you have your lay point or your lay saying here. Yes, let's move on, people. Yeah, today is Monday, the second Monday in the first month and of the year 2026. We have so many things here to talk about, especially tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow we'll talk about the entire yellow machine issue. Because we're hearing lot of things happening, especially some of the things are happening. Is that all security things, security implications as to what's going to happen. America had their hands inside. America too saying, why you're not buying Caterpillar, because that's what they were talking about buying. How can you all go China to do business? We got to be careful. I can tell anybody we have to be careful in this country. We shouldn't allow political, because we want to score political goal. Just because we want to do things and we plunge the country into some kind of more embarrassment. Tomorrow, anyway, tomorrow we'll come up with that. But folks, yes, we have about 13 more minutes to go, and this is interesting. This is seriously embarrassing that we will have our fathers, people that we hope on or that we believe in, to be around or to be accused of raping boys. You know, for me, that one of the callers said, even the animals. And let's say these things on the radio, because maybe some of you, oh, maybe don't say that out, don't talk about that. Yes, the animals. These animals that in the forest, you don't see them. Even the one that right near you here, the one that right side you, you don't see them like that. Now, when we talk about common sense, people get angry. Yes, we'll say this thing today. Any kind of way you want to put it, but we'll say these things. Common sense. But because people are demonic, they believe in their demonic activities, their behavior, the kind of evil deeds that they are into. So they take all of the resources. You see how the people can behave? They struggle at you so that you can confess. In fact, so that you can join them. Because you want iPhone 17, so you will join them. And you want to enjoy all of the better life, you want to ride all of the best kite, so you will join them. So you are no longer working for your money physically. That way, sometimes you see yourself, working back to back. No, but you got to join the power that be, the power that get the money. What kind of society we're all building? See them, I think they love God. Don't mind them all. Most of them, they are fake. Very, very fake. You see them. I think that they love God. But they are fake. There are so many double D's that they are into. You're destroying the future generation. And to you, that is okay. It's good. Just because it's in your call. So for you, it's okay. You can do anything that you want to do. You can play any game that you want to play. You can talk to anybody. You can call the president. You can call the vice president. You can call even the how they call it, the defense minister. You can call anybody that you want to call. But you have the power. And they tell you, oh yeah, that person is not my interest. So put them down. Lead them, let them go let them go that way because they are my interest. And they cannot contribute to the living. The time for elections, the people go out there and vote, thinking that their life will get better. Thinking that things will change. That means things will only change for certain wicked group of people who always want to see the society look terrible, who always want to see things down the way it look. So the only way we will move forward in the society, I can tell people, until we build a system. President Walker can do anything he want to do. Can bring all of the yellow machines, do any other thing. If the society remain like this, things will still crumble, things will still be bad, things will still be terrible, people will still stand up, people will still have issues, and people will still want to what? Still, feel that nothing is moving good for their lives. That's the country we're in today. Where in this world are people will work for money and they can't get that money? Certain group of people made thousands of dollars per month and they were dancing not too long, was showing them. Yes, they made thousands of dollars per month. But you who standing up there for them, you who causing one another, you who acting like you are defending them, you made little or nothing. So they're raping the children. Yeah. They will rape them. So you see, it's bad. It's very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad for our society to see our children, the children that we're supposed to hold on, the children that are supposed to be the future leaders, that we're supposed to say, yes, this child have the talent in them. Let me go to the football field. In fact, let me go to the shop. Let me go to the store, buy this person football jersey and boots and give it to you. Give it to the mother or mother and a 20 there or a 25 or a 30 please go buy football boots and that jersey for this boy. Like he love the sports. So let me give him the football or let me buy him the football. You still want to get something in return. So those of you mothers who are listening to me this evening, you have to be careful with your children. I'm just saying this to you. All of you, what are that ball? They can rape enough then. Yes. Because the wicked people, they are many. And they will do it. Nothing will happen. Even they put it in jail, how long? They release them. And your child feeling getting damaged. Nothing. That's a society. That's how terrible the world or the society is. Why you want to treat young people like that? Why? Things that animals are in the forest, they can't do what you want to do. That's what we want to do, and what we're doing. So, folks, that's it. We got to go without taking any more calls. Those of you who have been calling, yes, we want to say we say thanks to all of you, even though, yes, yeah. So we want to say thanks to each and every one of you. We got to go, no much time. But thank you so much for joining us on today. Hopefully on tomorrow, Mom will be here with us and we will delve into the yellow machine issues because there are a lot of news coming up again about the yellow machine, two world superpower. Yes, two world superpower having interest. It's not easy. So that's why when you are dealing with issues, especially outside of your domain of your country, you have to be careful. So we are following all of the happening from Caterpillar to Chinese machine. What we're hearing, yes, but before, according to some of the letters that in our possession, it's supposed to be Caterpillar, but now it's turning into Chinese machine. So we want to know how everything happened on tomorrow, we will be asking all of the hardcore questions. How it happened? Why this happened? Why are we going this way? Why we try to go the other side? Whether maybe it's because of the money or because of this, because of that. Yeah, then we'll know tomorrow. Then we'll see tomorrow as to what happened. Because sometimes too, the money too can be maybe one of the root cause. Because if you have little money, you want to go to places where things are, yeah. All right, I don't know whether you want to come on the show or you, yeah. So I will do that. I will call you immediately after the show. Yeah. So folks, thanks to all of you. Thank you so much. And we got to go, but on a very serious note, let's say no to all of the bad attitude because it's taking us nowhere. I know sometimes we say because it's in our, maybe it's part of us, or because it's something that favors us. So we don't have time. That's sort of what we be saying. I don't get time, man. I don't care about that because it's in your cycle. The people who in your cycle, they are the one doing it. No. So you should be having time. Because most of the people, they don't know your family members, they don't know your relative, and they don't know where you come from. So at the end of the day, before you wake up one morning, they're already into you and late. That's why you should be having time. Whether you're a religious person, whether you are Christians or Muslims, you should be having time. Because this kind of thing, they're all terrible. And we shouldn't be allowing this kind of thing and be acting like, oh yeah, you know, the person has been accused. So, okay. Yes, we agree that you've been accused. But what happened? What happened? Why are we? All right. So, folks, that's it. We got to go. No more time anymore. We got to go. Thanks to all of you. Yes, Robert, my brother, good evening to all of you. Yes, says Oyumutu Asadu Mesa, good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all of the support and everything. But again, for me, I'm just giving up even on our country and the society because no matter what you do here, politics has overshadowed the entire nation. Nothing. Nobody will see any kind of evil. Nobody will see wrong thing. As long as it is their government. So that's the country. As long as it is your government, that person from your religious side, that person from your tribe, that person from this side, nothing wrong that you will see. So we gotta go. People, thanks to all of you. So let's keep praying. One of these days, things will get better. And maybe the change that we're all fighting for one day, we all will stand up. Maybe that's the only way that change will come. But if what I'm seeing is that what's going to happen, it's just a waste of time. But thank you so much, and good night from our end here on the Sktv show. I'm Johnson Mabonkuda. We'll see you on tomorrow. By the grace of the Almighty God. Go and do your research about the yellow machines. Hopefully on tomorrow, we will be going more into the yellow machine business as to where we, with the Chinese people and other news that we're hearing about Caterpillar or actually call. So good night from our end.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing that time and the effort are rest. The project is giving us the end of the rest of them. So welcome and live with African.
I lyrical
Master.
Clebali suo mekanyo ake Sktv benyo. Sema cheni tina ke asema jamu. Engi sano muni emu aye yo. Engi lofa mui emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rather lofa and grandbaza.
Ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena napagi ya tumale. Sktv. And I'm talking here now. Cause she work on my at the money. Yeah. Oh.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the Lopa and Grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandpa's and Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Punk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.